Hi guys, you are welcome back to Significant Woman. If you are new here, my name is Edith, and today we are going to talk about something that many content creators struggle with, and that is consistency. And especially us who are not doing content creation full time, you find that you are juggling so many other things together with content creation. We always struggle with consistency, and yet it is not really supposed to be a problem. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can stay consistent even when you're busy. Before we continue, I want to clear something up. I know that when we talk about consistency, many of us think about posting every day. You think that you have to post every day and you have to post on all your social media platforms, but that is not what consistency means. Consistency is you showing up regularly in a way that you and your audience can rely on. It might be you posting every day, it might be you posting every week or every month. The goal is you creating a rhythm that you can actually sustain, not the one that is going to burn you out. With my own experience now, because I've been creating content for probably a year now, I've come to understand that there are two major challenges or two major enemies to our being consistent. And number one is that most of us set unrealistic goals, because any one of us, we've had this everywhere, that we need to be consistent, and this always makes us set unrealistic goals, because you know that you have so many other things that you're doing in life, and yet you set a goal, you alone, actually you yourself, you know that you cannot achieve. And yet we know that when you're coming up with any expectations or goals, they have to be smart. They have to be realistic. One of those things that we really, really need to pay attention to. So you're going to tell yourself that you're going to post every day. And yet you know that you have a 9 to 5 job, you have a family, you have school, you have so many other things that you're doing. And yet you're telling yourself that you are going to post every day, and not just on one social media platform, but on all. Most of us are probably on Instagram, you're on TikTok, you're on X, you're on YouTube, and you're saying, I'm going to create content for all these channels or all these accounts. And you find that because you're not being consistent, you're not meeting your expectations, you're burning out, you're feeling disappointed in yourself, you're literally not motivated, and most of us end up giving up. So what we really need to do instead is to start small and really appreciate the seasons that we are in. Appreciate that you're not just a content creator, you have other things that you're doing, and then also making the most of the opportunity that you have, that you are going to set realistic goals. And just in case you actually don't meet them, you know that it is not the end of the world, but you are going to do better. You're going to pick up where you left and continue moving. So the other thing that you can do is to just start small and keep on growing. You can start with one channel. You can start probably with once a month or once a week, according to the time that you have and the many things that you are paying attention to. Come up with goals that you know are not going to break you, but at least you know at the end of the day, you're creating a consistent rhythm. If it is 1 month, people, your audience will expect you to show up every once a month. If it is once a week, the same story. So the major thing is to set up goals, set up expectations for yourself that are realistic, and meet them for your own sake, but also for the sake of your audience. But then also the other thing is discipline. We set up expectations that are actually not unrealistic. They are realistic, they are smart. You know that every week at least you can create time, 1 hour to research and put your content together, and another maybe to record. You know that you can actually achieve this, because it's not like you have any excuse, but because of lack of discipline, you find that you're just not showing up, and yet you have an audience that is expecting to hear from you, that is banking on you. And this is not just for yourself. You have so many people that are looking up to you, that are waiting to hear from you. But you're really not taking this seriously. You're just, you don't have the discipline, if I can put it bluntly. This is something that has really affected the consistency of some content creators, not because they don't have the time or because they are busy or anything, but They're just not disciplined enough to know that, well, this is something I have to do and I'm going to do it no matter what. I really love some people who are very, very determined to do content creation, to put out their message, whether they are okay or not. There is this gentleman that I know who shares messages every morning at about 4 a.m. He shares messages on WhatsApp. There was a time when he was traveling. He was not okay. He was sick. He was traveling for medication. And I'm thinking probably he might not post because, first of all, he's going to be in a different country. He's not okay. The time difference is there and all. But I was surprised that for the whole week, he was out of the country and undergoing medication, undergoing treatment. He was still posting. Most times his health, his health is up and down. It is not very good most of the times, but you will never know because he's going to put out his message. Exactly at 4 in the morning, you will receive a message from him, whether he is okay or not. Now, those are the people that I really, really respect because they've not allowed life circumstances to become an excuse. So, let's get practical, and I'm going to give you very few tips that you can use in order for you to become consistent all the way. Number one is to plan ahead. And this means you thinking about your ideas beforehand, like in advance. You can come up with a content calendar for probably, if you can't, maybe you say 8 weeks. I usually go for at least more than a month. You come up with a content calendar, the topics that you're going to talk about. That is going to really help you to not wake up one day and you're like, okay, oh my God, what am I going to talk about? But when you plan ahead, and then that is going to really help you to flow, that even when you do not have a lot of time or when life becomes so busy, you're able to just look at your content calendar and know that, well, next week or next month I need to talk about these things, and then you can plan for them. And then the other thing is also probably to record so many videos in one sitting. If you say that every weekend, you just choose a weekend, just one weekend in a month, and you record like for the whole month, that is really going to help you in such a way that every time, like, you're not using every weekend to create content. No, you just get one weekend, sit and record for the whole month. That is really going to help you to know that at least for the next 3 weeks, you're going to be going on with your life, not thinking about which content, not thinking about which video to put up. But then the other thing is to schedule posts if you can. I hope you know this, that even on YouTube, you can upload videos and you schedule them for even a month from today, or a month from now, or 3 weeks from now. That is going to take away a lot of pressure. Like, if you record your videos in one sitting, you have them edited, and then you upload them and you schedule them, knowing that this week, if you say every week you want to put up one video, you know that for a whole month, the videos are uploaded, they are scheduled, and then for a whole month, just imagine you're not thinking about something like, oh, I have to upload. Because sometimes I found myself, probably I'm traveling or I'm in the field, I'm so busy, even the network is so bad that you cannot upload the video. All those problems are going to be, they'll be solved with you just scheduling your posts. But then the other thing that you can do is to create a system that you're not going to break. Just imagine if you know that every weekend at this time, I'm going to be editing, or I'm going to be recording. I used to, really struggle coming up with content, like recording my videos, until I said, you know what, every weekend, because at least most of the times, unless I've traveled, I've gone to the field, most of the times I have a lot of time over the weekend. I'm usually at home, and being that indoor person, I have most of that time to myself. It's not like I've scheduled a lot of things or going for parties or seeing my friends. So I find that most of the weekends, I'm having some good time to myself. So I've decided that I'm going to be recording my videos every weekend. So you can do something like that. Let's look at your schedule. You know how it works. You know which days are heavy, which days are light for you. Just choose, and you know that this day I will record, this day I'm going to edit, or this day I must post. Like this day I have to post, and then stick to it. Be disciplined and just honor that. Look at it as sacred, sacred moments of your life, and you know that if you said I'm going to record this time, no matter what. I sometimes find myself so lazy, like this weekend. The past 3 weeks have been very, very busy for me. And yeah, I must say this weekend on Friday, I said I'm going to rest. And that's what I've been doing. I had so many sleep dates. I had to sleep. And then today today I said I'm going to clean, and I knew I had to record a video. So if you can see my background, you can literally tell that it is at night. And so I knew that I couldn't let this weekend go. I needed to record a video, and that's what I had to do. It's at night. It's probably already 10, but I really had to do this. So you just have to stick to it no matter what. You have to create that time and make sure that the system that you've created, you're going to honor it, and it is going to help you to move forward without being so chaotic. But then the other thing that you can do is to repurpose your videos, repurpose your content. I had already talked about it in my last video, that just with one video, you can post it and repurpose it for your other channels. You could, let's say, if your main account is YouTube, like myself, I really prioritize YouTube videos. So if I do a video, I can repurpose it to create a blog, to create a LinkedIn post, to create a TikTok video, to create an Instagram reel, an X post. I was going to say Twitter because it really still sounds nice when you say Twitter. Anyway, so you can repurpose your videos so that you do not work very hard, but you work smart. But the other thing is for you to set boundaries. I know, like I've said, if content creation is not a full-time job for you, life can become very, very busy. You have family, you have school, you have work, you have all these things that are coming up. They seem like priorities in your life. But one thing that you need to do is to set boundaries and protect that time, that system that you have put up for yourself for content creation. And because life can really get so busy, you might not have the free time, but you have to make that time. So even if it means you waking up early, like probably an hour early, to create content, to put your script together, please, you have to do it. Or if it is going to be like me now at night when I'm recording this video, I would have chosen to just sleep. It's late and tomorrow is Monday, but because I knew if I lose a weekend, then it is going to be very, very difficult to find time within the week to create anything like a video. So you have to create the time. If it means you recording at night, please, you have to do that. But just make sure that you protect that time of you creating content like it was an appointment, a special appointment with yourself. And lastly, just cut yourself some slack. Guys, some weeks are going to be crazy. Like last week, I didn't post a video, not because I didn't want to, but life just became so busy. Over the weekend, over the Easter weekend, I was away for a conference, a very busy conference, because sometimes when I'm away for a conference, I can, just sneak away and create content, but this time I couldn't. And the following week, like last week, it was very, very busy for us. At work, we were planning. I would just return back home when I'm tired, and I'm thinking of finishing the plan, so I couldn't get time to create content. So last week I couldn't put up a video, and I was okay with it. If it was probably some time back when I was still on pressure and I miss a week and I'm like, oh my God, what have I done and all that, then I don't know how I was going to handle it. But right now I've understood how to give grace, extend grace to myself, you know that, well, it's not the end of the world. If I haven't put up a video and it was really because maybe I wasn't feeling like it, or probably my life was so busy, it was so chaotic for me, or I couldn't genuinely find some time, then it is okay. I don't have to feel so bad about myself. You do not have to feel so bad about yourself. You don't have to, just do haphazard things without you doing the research that you need to put your content together and give it some time. No, you don't have to do all those things all in the name of you posting. No, just cut yourself some slack, extend grace to yourself, pick up from where you stopped, and also don't just quit because of just one post. Really, no, you can't just quit. You're like, oh my god, I've failed, I can't do this, I think I'm not good at this. No, really, no, 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 you cannot do that. Just learn, don't give up, pick up from where you stopped, and keep moving. And as I conclude, guys, remember, consistency is not about you being perfect. It is not about you posting every day on all your social media accounts. It is about you keeping moving and showing up again and again in the season that you're in. So plan ahead, keep it simple, extend grace to yourself, because you've got this. Now, if this video has been helpful to you, please do not forget to subscribe to Significant Woman. Do not forget to like this video, but also share it with other people who might really benefit from what I have just shared. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to see you in my next video. Ciao.